Gemini, welcome to the 7 Experience. Hey Zane, so I've got a song for you. I got dreams to remember. So that came up whilst I was, I'm not really one that meditates on energy, to be honest. I just kind of feel it as I go along with it. I don't sit here umming on like things, that's not my style. But when I've been thinking about doing your reading, that was a song that popped into my head. It was by Otis Redding, right? Was it Otis Redding? Yeah, Otis Redding. So that's a song for you. I got dreams to remember. So you might be feeling dreamy or dreams to remember. But let's get on with the show and I will explain things at the end. So I hope you're all okay, Gemini. All my little Geminis in a pie. Let's have a look. There you go. So I got dreams to remember. So you either may be dreaming. So if you have dreams that you want to remember them, so you want to write them down pretty much. So you might be an esoteric spirit writer, or you might be a writer, or you might be dreaming about or like feeling that someone's dreamy. It could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Or it could be in your chart or their chart. Okay, but pretty much overall energy, well, first card out is dreams, dream journal, dream journaling, or that you could be a journalist, but you're dreaming of a person or a love or a new love or any kind of love, but you're just feeling dreamy, that you want love. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. That's another song for you. So baby, don't hurt me no more, bruv. Don't listen. Don't come with all that dreamy nonsense. So you might find someone dreamy. Tone, I heard tone. But the tone of dreams. So pretty much, yeah, music, the sound of music, the sound of silence, the sound of silence. So it could be silent dreaming. Euphoric dreams is what I heard. Euphoric dreams. So you might be getting euphoric silent dreams of silence. I don't know why. Sound of silence. Like things being silent. Like clairvoyant, being gifted of feeling dreamy, dream state. But there you go. So I got dreams to remember. Oh my God, that's not dreams to that's not dreams to remember. So be more smart than feeling. So it's about really thinking more logically than what it is dreamy, is what I'm picking up. So it's more of, it's pretty much 7 of Swords is self-deceit. So some of you can be self-deceiving yourself, which is what everybody does to find where they're supposed to go. Where are we supposed to go? Well, we're supposed to go to heaven, right? And that is where we constantly feel that pull that we're headed towards. So some people it could be an air sign, you or anybody else, or water sign, that feels that I want to run to you. But this is the chaser and the runner. So it's a bit like when the tide's turning. the times change, time. 7 of Swords. Okay, so the 7 of Swords runs from a decision. Okay, so it's like, well, listen, bruv, I cannot be asked to make this decision, because I'm just carrying loads of blame. And I'm going to carry that into the next situation that I run into. Okay, but I ain't going to go too much into that. But there could be someone that's deceptive around you, like a thief, an energy thief. Okay, now if you take something, you owe it back. Okay, so if someone has took an essence of your dream state or an essence of your soul, or if they actually pinch it, if they actually chaw it off your mush, they owe you something back. So you might be feeling like you want to get someone back. No, Gemini in a pie. There is no getting someone back. Okay? Okay? But there could be someone deceptive that wants to get you back or wants you back. I want you back. Baby, come back. Ba 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 ba. Baby, come back. There's some old tunes coming up in my head. Some of you could be a discoist. Spin that wheel. But somebody might want you to come back, or they are coming back. It's like a return. It's a return of the sender. So someone owes you something, or you are owed something karmically for someone that could have stole your dreams away from you. Like you might have had a dream that you wanted to go ahead on, but someone seems to have stole that. Now that can actually literally be anything that they've literally stolen off you, or it can be dream, and that might be why I come up with the Reading Festival. You don't come from the UK, so I doubt it. Unless you do, Reading Festival. So be careful if you go to Reading Festival. I know Strawberry Fair Festival is on in England, so be careful of that. That's Cambridge. Cambridge! I doubt I've got many followers that are from near where I am. But, yeah, dreams to remember. So someone could have stolen your dreams, or stolen an essence of your soul, of your dream state, where they could be entering your dreams where you think that someone is deceptive. So it could be part of the mind, okay? Because this is part of the mind. It's aligning yourself with truth of things. So you might feel that someone is very deceptive around you, and you may have dreams about that. But generally, it's someone that's running from. Let's see what they're running from. Well, Gemini, what you got going on? Something's going on under your roof, bruv. There could be someone under your roof that's a thief, literally under your house. But it doesn't have to be. It can mean that someone is running away from people. Take a note out of my book. When I'm spirit, this is an awakening, right? This is an awakening to the truth. You've got 2 7s back to back, right? So you're following 7. This is my life path number. Let me tell you, pull up a chair. Have you got any popcorn? Grab some popcorn, go and get coffee, and put your feet up. Right? But 7 is lucky. Okay, it is, but it's not. Try running into everybody that does this. No, Gemini. Right? It's giving and receiving. It's learning about giving and taking, and overall general well-being of people that are explosive. So me generally, within as many awakenings that I've had, I have to be careful of my energy, because people take it. Okay, they take the energy, and it does take it from your vibration of life, but it starts from your head. An awakening. Okay, now when you have awakenings, when you've had as fucking many as I've had, right, you start to understand that all beacons of light generally, and they do, come from your head. They come from your head, and they go like right through, and they go through your crown chakra, through the top, through, and they make loads of different fucking someone's fighting, bruv, fighting. Right, I used to do forget that. But I used to do Wing Chun. But anyway, generally, you're running away from people that, because it steals the energy of your moon sign. Okay, your moon sign. So you might have a Gemini moon sign, or you might have Scorpio in your chart, or air sign moon sign, like a fixed moon sign. Okay, but what happens is that people can steal that energy source from your head, because people like the way you think, or the way you talk, or the way you resonate with people, okay, or with your clairvoyant gifts. So your energy is portrayed from your third eye, an awakening. When you awaken more, that is what attracts moths to a flame, okay? Twin flame, I heard, but it depends if you believe in that or not. Okay, but we have billions of soulmates, but it depends what you believe in, okay? But people can, they pull you towards the direction of your spiritual path, pretty much is what I'm saying. It doesn't pull an essence of your soul, it implants it into your head, and it pulls you towards your awakening, okay? So you have more, and you have more, and you have more, okay? And then what we're in search of is the one, okay? The one. So you have 18, pretty much. So 9. So wish fulfillment, but still searching for the one. So thank you, Spirit. So you're still searching for the one, because you have 2 lucky numbers, but unlucky for some. So it's going to be relating to vice versa, where you are on your path, whether you're relaxed or not. Okay, but you're still searching for the one, Matrix, the Neo. Okay. So if you've got anything to do with Libra or anyone like that, I've been coming out with the Matrix, and I am seeing coding. If you're indicative to an Aries, I'd watch that, because that's to do with witchcraft, and I apologise for that, and I backed right out of it, and I said, please, but generally, you're searching for the one, Okay, you're searching for the one, or the one is searching for you and think that you are the one and they're running back to you, or you're running away from them and they're running back to you. That's why you have the chaser and the runner. Okay, they run back to you to take more, or they give more. But what you're generally running from is eggshells, people that are explosive. So when you generally awaken that much, you become a recluse. Okay. Now, at the beginning of your awakening process, if this is to new people, because I have got a lot of new subscribers that are asking me a lot of questions. Now, at the beginning of your process is that you will realize that codependency and dependency and reactions and counter-reactions are everything. Okay, they teach that in psychology and they also teach that in schools. So some of you could be a school teacher, okay, or a teacher. But every action has a reaction to a response of time. Okay, metaphysical law of energy thieves, or actual time that it takes for someone to come back or run away. Okay, so you are constantly in search for the one, but what you feel energetically is a gravitational pull of your head to your spiritual belief and your spiritual path. Okay, now it's very difficult for me to actually involve myself with anybody these days, because when you become that spiritually awakened, it's hard. Well, for me, definitely for me at my stage, is that I find it hard to actually relate with anybody, because no one actually relates with my energy, not there where they want to give it back. Okay, a lot of people, and this is no shade to everybody, but a lot of people that I've run into in my life in general when I started to awaken is that people take energy and they don't give it back. Okay, that's why you end up running, because you end up learning a great lesson that people can steal your energy. Okay, steal your energy. So you learn more about your energy. It's not about getting back at soulmates and all this kind of thing. You learn that generally as you start to temper your own your own energy, right? Is that nothing is ever won by a fight, ever. It's not, because there'll always be someone bigger and better behind you that could stab you in the back. Okay, so you just run into another one if you don't learn your lessons. Okay, so this can relate to them. So, but generally as karma, okay, is that karma is always felt, whether it's fading or why am I getting all weird, Gemini? Whether it's actually fading or it's still very present. Okay, very present. Because if it's still very present and you have hatred for someone and you want to get them back and you are very explosive, then pretty much you haven't learned fuck all yet. Sorry, Gemini, but you haven't learned quite enough yet. Okay. Now, if you're very calm and your response is very calm, then you're not explosive. So then you are not codependent. Codependent. When you look at codependency of a drug, of a runner and a chaser, of if it was, say, a patch-up, okay, a patch-up. Now, I used to teach people, or teach, someone could be a teacher in this mix, but I used to be a drug counsellor, okay, counselling. And generally, for people that have an addiction, when you have a codependency addiction, say when you become clean, okay, and you understand about your spiritual path and your clean thoughts and clear thought and awakening, your clear sentient, clear audient, clairvoyancy, okay, when you understand that you are clean, okay, karmic free, but say clean from a drug, that's the time when you need to keep your vibration so high, okay, so people can come back to steal your vibration. Going back to the drug part, when you just become clean and your energy levels raise and you feel great, that is the point when you need to be careful. Okay, someone needs to be very careful here. Sorry, I don't know why I'm getting very authoric as well, dreaming. But you need to be very careful then, because what you do is you look for a patch-up. Okay, you can look for a patch-up where I just need something to patch me up. Someone's going to get hurt, probably hurt, by hearing something. Hurt. I heard. Hurt. I heard something and it's going to hurt me, or them, or something. Sorry, Gemini, I don't know who that is. Because someone could be really spouting their mouth off. This can be someone that's very angry. Okay? But, sorry, I'm trying to get off that. But generally, okay, I have completely lost my train of thought now because I was going on to loads of different messages. Generally, you look for a patch-up. Okay, you can look for a patch-up, or they can look for a patch-up, or the person that was very codependent looks for a patch-up. So you can look for, well, that's where you can replace one for another. So you can replace one drug for another drug. Okay, if you are still very codependent, if you're still very codependent. And this is not everybody. It depends where you are on your awakening path and where you, how old your soul is. Okay, and what happens for the rest of the reading. But you can look for a patch-up. So you can relate that to, well, I need to go out and buy loads of CDs, and then, well, back in my day, people used to go and buy loads of CDs. Okay, when I was counselling, and they'd come back and you would listen to the CD a couple of times, you'd be like, oh, fuck it, you know, I need to go out and buy some more. Okay, I need to buy some more. Someone could be drug dealing or dabbling with something, tempting fate. But you throw it away and you go and get, because it's not satisfying. It's not satisfying is what I'm trying to bring it round to. Okay, it's not satisfying enough. So if you relate that to drugs and alcohol, you can say swap a drug for alcohol, or alcohol for a drug, or like smoking for loads of food or something. Okay. So generally, when we look at spirituality, you have to remain confident. You have to remain confident and not in fear. Okay, because fear grows for ascension. So you have to be careful of what you say, because your actions and reactions have a response of it. It's like, metaphysical law, you can't see time, right? Time is not an illusion. You are, but I'm going to do a video on that. Okay, time is kind of illusion, but it's you that's the illusion. But I have a video planned up for that for people. And you will only find that over on Patreon, by the way. But when you say something, okay, it comes out of your mouth, but you can't see it, right? But you know that you've said it because you've heard it. So this is the awakening. You heard it. You can hear it. You have to believe it in order to go forward on it. But when you say it as an action or a response of something that you did from the past, or what you do or what you say that's very explosive, you have to learn to live with that and deal with it, okay? Because it's been said. You can't see it, so you can't grab it to take it back and shove it back down your throat. Someone's trying to shut somebody up. That's what I've heard. Please shut the fuck up. Sorry. Someone's like lost their shit, or going to. But generally, you have to be very careful on what you say and what you do, okay? So I'm hoping this is not really going to relate to my work. That's why my head's kind of going off onto my other job. So you've got to be very careful on what it is that you say and what you do. My mum's also Gemini, so I'm kind of sorry I'm slipping into patterns of what this could be. But it doesn't have to be you. It can be other people, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, vice versa. It doesn't matter. But you have to be careful on what you say, because you can't see it, so you can't take it back and shove it down your love hole, right? Can you? You can't. So you have to be careful of your actions, reactions, and your response of time of what you do within metaphysics, because people come to take that energy away from you, is what I'm saying. So someone's running from, also, we're getting back to the story of where they're running from anybody that is very explosive. If you cause drama, you cause karma. If you cause karma, you have it to be dealt with. It has to be dealt. This has to be dealt with. Whatever it is, it has to be dealt with. Or else the universe steps in to deal it for you, okay? So, but you have to deal with your karma. You cannot run from responsibility. You have to go straight through it, because it's an experience. It's a spiritual experience. It teaches you much about your spiritual path growth and where you're supposed to be, of why this happened to you. It happened to you for a specific reason. It did, okay? But you will never find the answer, and you will never find the actual one, because at my starship Starship Troopers, but my belief at this point is the fact that I feel that when you're that spiritually awakened, it's very difficult to actually merge your energy with anybody that's also very spiritual, because they have such a belief that's built up in their head that can make them very explosive. Okay, now these can be friends, family, people, or the lover, or anybody in your life. But when you're that spiritually awoken, it's very difficult to get anybody to merge with your conditioning. Generally, you cannot ever break someone's conditioning. This is the Costa Cup that I teach also over on Patreon, that will be there at some point. The point, okay, the conditioning. This is someone's head, okay, very explosive from their head of what they do and what they say, okay. Say what you want, but I don't believe in my direction. Erection. Someone's got an erection. Sorry. This can be self-explosive. This can be being turned on by someone also. Okay, I hate to go on all that sort of stuff because I'm a guy that talks to loads of women. So, but that can be someone that is like, you know, sexually orientated or ready for a go. I'm ready for a go. Listen, I'm just ready. You know? Sorry. But it can also mean a fight. You know, is like, fuck it, bruv, I'm ready to take my gloves off, you know. Or it's someone that's running from, like I said, anybody that's explosive. Under the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. Now, this can be you or it can be them, but this is also fear, but this is also dreams to remember. So someone could definitely be dreaming. But this is also metaphysical law of 9, of where I'm on search for my 1%. I'm on search for my 1%. So I could be just exhausted. I could just be overexerting or overworking, overexhausted. At the end of the day, I've got dreams to remember, and I'm remembering all my dreams. This can be a good card, you know. This can be the fact that you're dreaming up, someone's dreaming up a scheme of a return on my investment, my 1%. Someone is dreaming up a scheme of a return on my investment of my 1%. Where's my 1%? The prophecy. So if you do go to Patreon, that is over there and you can watch that, okay? And there will be more added to that. But dreaming up my 1% of my profit that's gained through someone that took something from me. 1% profit. I have got to say also is that I just got an email from Patreon. No, I'm not going to say that, no. But dreaming up my 1% because somebody's took something, or I'm in search for my 1%, and someone could be wanting a return because I want a return on my investment of what it is that I invested into the home. Or something that was, if it's your partner, they or you could be running from anybody that's explosive, that it feels like you're walking on eggshells with them. Every time we speak, you're just extremely explosive and aggressive. Why do you need to keep being so aggressive? So, well, I'm just going to run towards a water sign. But also some away from a Scorpio. Doesn't have to be Scorpio. Some people say this is Scorpio. Kind of is. But it's everybody, because it's 7. It's your life path. It's mine, my actual one, but it's you. Okay, it aligns you with 7 days of the week, but there's more of it. Okay, it aligns you with your chakras. The truth of the matter is this: the awakening. Okay. But this did also come out in reverse. But I'm giving you both sides of the story. It's about using more of your logic than what it is your dream state. Okay, about facts. Actions speak louder than words. Facts and figures, I heard. But also for work maybe, but also facts of action changes things, and action changes time. Well, you show me then. Show me. The proof is in the pudding. The rising. You could have a Scorpio rising, but the proof is in the pudding. Okay. So that is also over on Patreon. The proof is in the pudding of a rising, of how it rises. Well, rise up to be the person that you are going to be then. If what you're going to be is explosive, well, then that's you. That's not me. That's you. That's not me. Yeah, if you want to be explosive, well, then you just carry on your path and you'll just meet people that are explosive. Like attracts like. Someone that's very aggressive will run into someone that's very aggressive. And they'll blame them, they'll blame you, and you have a blame game of someone that blames everybody. So they carry blame. 5. Conflict. They carry the Five of Swords, where they blame society, they blame... This can be someone that wears a mask also, because this is the illusion, okay? The illusion. Sevens are a part of illusion because the Seven of Cups, okay? So they're a part of an illusion. So it can be part of the mind, delusional or illusional because of awakenings through people stealing your energy, can make you feel illusional, okay? Can, and delusional. Depends where you are on your path. But, where were we? Because I've got loads of messages coming through. But generally, someone could be... So the proof is in the pudding of the rising, okay? Like Phoenix from the ashes is rising up. I'm rising. So someone, because you're actually rising, and because you are actually tame, for some, is the fact that now someone is probably running from people that are explosive, and they're running more towards people that are more caring, that show up for my feelings. I'm showing up as the fact that I have dreams and feelings. Someone's having dreams for sure. Dreams. Could be bad for some, good and bad. Some are having good dreams, some could be having bad dreams, but keep a dream journal, okay? Now, it doesn't matter whether they're good or bad. They are messages there that you would more than likely need to... Well, you don't more than likely. You should write them down. Okay? Me, personally, I used to get dreams. When I was young, I listened to the radio, waiting for my favourite song. So, some of you... this is related to my mum. Karen Carpenter. Could be called Karen. Karen. But I used to keep a dream journal 7-8 years ago when it first started happening to me. Okay, I've been like it a lot of my life, but well, when I was young, yeah, sorry, this message is for me. When I was young, I listened to the radio with my mum, and it was Karen Carpenter. But I had a lot of dreams when I was young, but they stopped. But when my spiritual awakening started, I did start to write down a dream journal. Okay, but they were very bitty. They were very... Someone's got a bitter taste in their mouth, man. Someone's got a bitter taste in their mouth. Someone is like explosive and has got a bitter taste, is out to get somebody. So be careful, Gemini. Be careful, okay, around people that are very explosive. But... And if it is you, Gemini, please calm down. This is my advice, okay? Calm down. I know it might be difficult for you to do, but just be, you know. But generally, now, I don't write a dream journal because I don't really get dreams. I just get contacted by spirits now because I'm so spiritually awakened, that's what I'm saying. On my path and on my journey now, I am so spiritually awakened that I cannot really involve around a lot of people because people do not merge with my energy. Because they always want to take something. This is generally with everybody in my life now. I have to be careful. I do. I have to think more logically. I have to think more logically now, you know, because I just naturally find that I don't fit in. And that was what I'm coming back to, is where isolation, some people may say, well, isolation is a bad thing, okay? It doesn't, it's not, it is a bad thing, and you shouldn't block yourself away from life. But you should also remember, dreams to remember, is the fact that it's okay to be alone. It's okay to be alone, you know, because if you feel comfortable and you're alone, then you're not codependent, and that's what I'm trying to get my point to. Thank you, Spirit. Steve. 7. But it's okay to be alone, you know, it really is. Unless you... Because if you really don't like being alone, then unfortunately that makes you codependent, okay? And that's where people can return then. So then facts, figures, actions speak louder than words, than explosiveness, okay? But generally, you know, feeling alone, you're never alone. You're never alone because we're all cut from the same cloth. 7. We're all in a... This is an alignment with your path. So whatever path you're on, Gemini, you're in alignment with it. You are, because it's 7. Karma or Dharma, doesn't matter. You will always get either at any point, okay? So there's no bad karma. there is, but you will always gain something. Okay, there has to be an equality. Okay, but generally, you are never have to feel alone, because when you feel alone, because you generally want to be, and you're really good with your day and you're really good with your time, like I am now. I love being alone also, now, because I notice that all the people that I interact with at work and things like that fucking batter my head in. That's not all you guys, not at all. I'm on about that you don't merge with everybody. Some people you do. Some people that I actually interact with, I love spending time with them because I'm in alignment with how they speak, okay, and how they are and what they do. So you find alignment and it's great, and you're like, yeah, well, you're a good friend, or you're a good, whatever, because we relate as what we speak about, or you don't overtake my energy and I don't feel drained, or there's a prosody of give and take, there's an emotional give and take, but there's also speaking of give and take where it's not explosive, okay? So generally, when you find people on your path like that, like me at work today, I've been put on a job just for the past couple of days just to do a different job for my boss, okay? The person that was driving next to me, was sitting next to me as my PA, done my nut right in. We was not compatible at all, just not at all. Just would not listen to anything, and after about 5 minutes I just lost interest. I lost interest because I couldn't speak. I couldn't say 31 on the clock. So this might be a message for you. I couldn't speak. Don't speak. I know what you're saying. Someone's not speaking, or they are speaking, but God, there's some songs coming in my head. Don't leave me this way is what I heard. Don't leave me this way. I can't to stay alive. So won't you please don't leave me this way. Someone doesn't want you to leave them that way, or run from them, or you're running or they're running. Either, it's different for a lot of people, because I'm connecting with a lot of people. Sorry, that's why we're going on. Connecting with a lot of people. That's what happens through this. Generally, what I'm trying to get round to is that, we do not align ourselves with everybody, because there are billions of soulmates. They're fucking everywhere. They're everywhere, okay? So please watch that video. If you haven't, you'll like it. But you are not in alignment with everybody in your life, okay? You're not, and you're not supposed to be. Some people, because I've got a feeling there's some new people watching me. Someone's being watched. Someone's being watched. 7. But welcome to the show. sorry. But it's about that you don't have to feel alone. And the fact that some people in your life are supposed to just put you on your spiritual path. They really are. And these are to the new people that I'm trying to connect to. I'm trying to connect to you because I really got a feeling they're new people on this journey. Is the fact that not everybody that you're going to meet is this twin flame. I'm sorry. I really am sorry that I have to give you those messages. Okay, trust me, I've had 5 soulmate connections with people. Okay, now my belief so far is that I'm that spiritually awakened, is that whoever I connect with on an emotional level, I can sense everything spiritually because I'm clairvoyant and I have so many awakenings that I feel people's energy, or your energy, everybody's energy around me. All of the fucking time I feel people's energy around me, okay? So you can feel when you're not so forward is that you can be very explosive, or that the fact that people are just going to take your energy all the time, and they do. And you learn that on your spiritual path because it puts you... What's the return on my investment for being spiritually awoke? A fucking headache. And isn't it just? Just. Because you do it to yourself, you do. And that's what really hurts. Radiohead. Because Because video killed a radio star. Someone's trying to kill the radio star. Someone's trying to shut somebody up from speaking. Or someone doesn't want you to speak, or they don't want you to leave, or they want you to speak, or they just want you to calm down, or you want them to calm down. Oh, sorry, I'm just picking up so many messages from these three cards. It's unreal. It's unreal. Some people see you as like unreal. Like unreal. Like the amount of strength that you have is unreal. Like unreal. Of the amount of love that you have. Because the Queen of Cups is like a very emotional character. Generally, as you're reading. But this can be someone that's a very strong character. Because they actually build things. They actually resurrect things. Resurrect the dead. It's like a Scorpio energy. Resurrection. Resurrection. Like the rising of the phoenix is what you build as a foundation. You build houses. You build people's lives. You help people's lives. You rebuild the structure of yourself. You rebuild the structure of yourself. You can help people rebuild the structure of their fucking actually house, and you can probably build one. And I did used to. Sorry, Gemini, but I was a bricklayer for 20 years. It's probably my dad coming through. My dad could be coming through my dreams. Yes, my dad. 'Cause I got dreams to remember. Thank you, Dad. Sorry, that's a personal message for me. I have a Gemini moon. I have a Gemini moon sign, and I also have it in God's what is it? The God of War. The God of War. Some of you could be playing Xbox. The God of War. I forget what planet, what that is. I'm sorry. But a direction, because I've got dreams, about a new direction, about travelling, about expansion, about global warming. Some of you could be freedom fighters, global warming, global trying to get warm. Someone wants to come in from out the cold. That's what I'm picking up, come in from out the cold. Global warming. Somebody wants to get close to you. Close to you. There's another song coming out. Close to you. Or they're at a distance. Yeah, well, obviously, because there's card, but I'm not looking at the card, I'm just trying to channel. Someone has dreams of travelling, but global warming, but coming in out of the cold because of someone has regrets. Someone has regrets for for something that they said or that they did. And they want to return. Sorry, thank you. I'm looking at the cards now. I'm shutting my eyes. Someone, global warming, wants to come in out of the cold. I've got no idea what's here because I forgot. That would be fucking funny, wouldn't it? If it was the Five of Pentacles. But come in from, because they want to come and see you. They want to travel to come and see you. But someone has regrets. This is either you or them of what they did or what they said that was very explosive that could have brought the tower down between you and them, which was a separation of 1111, which is like 2, which is a separation of 2 because of distance. Separation of alignment that you was alignment with. So you're in alignment with your path. That's where we're getting to the point. Sorry. 2 people falling from the tower. So it's 7. So you was in alignment, and you are where you are, and you are what you are. You see what you see, and you taste what you taste. And touch and feel. You are a physical human being, so you're not losing your mind, new people. Okay? Sorry, I don't know who I'm talking to. You are in alignment with what you're supposed to be doing, new people. Someone wants to travel, or they are a traveller. Some of you could be gypsies, Romany gypsies, or you just want to travel. And you are... Someone has regrets of dreams that they had with you about travelling, and they have regrets of something that they said or did that was very explosive, that you felt like you was walking on eggshells, and they are running They probably went back to their past of someone that they were deciding over, the Two of Swords, and they had conflict with you here. Okay, they had conflict with you here, and they now run from the other person, and I want to run to you. But they're still carrying the Five of Swords, which is blame from what happened here. So, if it happened with them in the... Oh my God, here we go. Wow, Spirit. So, they could have had a foundation with someone else that they went back to, okay, to do with a home or career, finances or whatever, or anybody or anything that they had a connection with, a negative connection with. They had a negative connection with someone that ended up being very explosive that they probably fell out with for some people. And this is them running away from that. And what they're carrying with that is the truth of this Five of Swords. But that was also with you. And that's why they want to run to you to tell you why they were so deceptive and why they were so explosive. And it was probably to do with this person that they were indicative with that could one either be a Scorpio in their chart or it could be anybody because it's 7. And so is this. So generally, someone that they had a connection with of Two of Wands that could have been at a distance or anywhere across the street, okay, or across town or country, that they went back to Two of Wands. They went back to a Two of Wands. They went back to a Two of Wands. They had an argument with them. And they ran from that because they also ran from you. And they didn't know their head from their arsehole. Sorry. And they're very confused. Very confused. Because they're still looking back at the past. And they're still looking at the future. But they're walking on also thinking, conditioning that they're also running into a trap for some people. Or they want to run back to you because they were in alignment with you, 7. Very confused. Very confused also about their aggression and their response to what they said in the past. Because it may have had something to do with travelling, where you could have done something that was abroad or on holiday or just travelled to see them at some point. And when you did travel to see them, or you communicated them via multimedia or anything like that, it was very explosive. Wow, Gemini, you're getting a long reading. So, 9 of Wands, someone from their past also. Sorry, but my readings now are going into past, present and future, and I have slipped into the matrix. So, sorry, but it's part of my path. I am not a reader. I look into everything. Someone's looking into a spyglass also. Someone's looking into the future, like a medium also. Like I'm looking into like a, what do you call it? Globe. Someone's looking across the internet. Someone's looking in the internet. Someone's watching you across the internet or across the border or wherever they live. They're watching and they may want to give it another go. Now, this can also mean I'm in search for my 1%. I'm in search for my 1%. Where is it? I'm lost. I ghosted you from the past. Now I actually feel like I can't sleep because I have dreams to remember for some. So this can be you or them. Right, this can be anxiety or fear, okay? But it can also mean like you just can't sleep. If you can't sleep at all, I'm that exhausted I sleep like a baby. Sorry, but I do, right? But if you really can't sleep, then you've got a load of karma, and this is the new people. If you can't sleep, they're thinking about you, you're thinking about them, and if it's to do with a soulmate relationship or anything like that, it could also be that. Also about giving it another go. Okay, but also someone that ghosted you from the past, or you ghosted from the past, but you feel very guarded and you're guarding all your chakras, okay? And there is distance between the two of you, okay? Now, what have we got? 3 of Wands is on this side, the 3 of Wands, where it's made a decision, but it's waiting. 3 of decision is waiting for someone on the past, okay? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of Wands, there. Okay, but then he's holding 1. The 1. The 1% profit. Someone's looking for a profit. Someone's looking for a profit. Here. Profit. The prophecy. The 1. So what's adding up? 9, 10, 11. 11, 11. 2. Back to 2. Back to 2. Back to 2. There's 2 here and there's 2 here. Well, I'm getting confused as shit now, Gemini. Sorry. That's what you get for having a Gemini moon also. Back to the past. Back to the future. Back to the future. Someone could be coming back from the future, but they also ghosted someone that came back from their future. Past. Past, present and future. Bill Murray. Groundhog Day. Past, present and future. Top, middle or bottom. Top, middle or bottom. Someone probably wants the top bunk, someone probably wants the bottom bunk. Or the middle. What am I hearing? My God. What am I hearing? Probably God. So it depends what happens here, right? Because the numbers 9, 2. Somebody definitely done that. They ran back to their past, they're running back from it, and they're going backwards and forwards to some people or what, or they want to come back because of the story that we went over. Can't go over it again, Gemini. Okay, so listen, please give me an extra 5 minutes because I will explain to people that don't know. If you've watched The Sun, Moon, Rising, you might know so already. Your June reading, okay, is over on Patreon, and it's been there for a little while. Okay, June reading is over on Patreon, and you can join that. And I think it's very cheap. I think it's like $16. And that you can watch all of your June readings and the rest of this reading and everything that I put on there as many times as you like. And there is no streaming period. And you can watch them all for as long as you like. And I don't think I will ever be getting rid of any of them. So you can watch them all. Okay? Or you can join, or you can go over to Vimeo, and it will also be on Vimeo, and your June monthly is also on Vimeo, and it is in the monthly folder, not the bi-weekly. This will be in the bi-weekly, also over on Patreon. The monthly is in the monthly folder, that will be over, and it is on Patreon, and oh my God, see, but they're on both sites and you can watch them both, but the streaming period for 2 months is gone now from buy all option on Vimeo, so you can only really just watch the one and buy it the once, okay? But you can do that, and I think it streams for 72 hours or something like that, 3 days or something, okay? And you can watch your June, but my advice is, the reason why I've done it over on Patreon is, one, it makes it so much easier for me in the end, and there are a few people that are coming over there. I really do appreciate it. And we're going to do loads more over there, like question and answers and live readings, all that sort of stuff. And also all the videos that I do for guidance, they're also going to be added, but I will be going on to different tiers, okay? But you will see everything over there. But if you just, like I say, you want to watch just this reading or your June, you can still do that, and it is over on Vimeo, okay? Now, if you're worried about, and it did go down last night, Google went down apparently. So YouTube went down, Patreon went down, Vimeo went down, and that's why people probably couldn't watch it then. If you're cross-watching now and you want to know, that's why. But it is now all back up, okay? Please follow me on Becoming the Change, or the discussion page here. So if you hit the bell, it will tell you when I put something on the discussion page if you haven't already. But if you follow any of the links below, Becoming the Change, I can just put stuff up on there, and it will tell people if I've released something or something that I'm going to do, and it saves me putting a video out, because I have so many projects going on at the moment that I'm trying to, because also on Patreon it gives me your details of your email address and all that stuff, and I can actually message you from there, so I can keep a track of who's who, and I just have a lot more options on Patreon. So I know what people want and all that stuff, and we can do loads more. But that option is there if you want to do that, and that link is in the description, as well as everything else that I've said. Okay, please also check out the song. That is Change Can to Can't, or Can't to Can. It is actually on the discussion page, and that is the song that is very relevant for the month of June. But like I said, your June monthly was very good, I think, but it was very long. They're all very long in-depth readings. But I am going to clarify the rest of these, and we're going to see where we're going to go, and I'll show you all these. And it will be one over on Vimeo in your bi-weekly, or it will be over on Patreon. And like I said, you can watch them all. Thank you all so much for your hour. My God, that's 50 minutes. Thank you so much for your time, Gemini. I love you all so much, and I will catch you again soon. Peace.